This edition of Mac Voices is sponsored by PDF Pen and PDF Pen Pro by Smile, the essential PDF utility. Download free demos and find out more at smilesoftware.com. Hi, I'm Chuck Joyner. This is Mac Voices at CES in Las Vegas. Folks, we stopped by the subVo booth, to talk to Joe about what subVo does and why it might make things sound a little better to you. Joe, good to see you.
Hi. So subVo is a brand new startup company with a really unique sensor that is carbon-based and can actually track the diaphragm of a loudspeaker in real time throughout the audio spectrum. The sensor can actually be mounted above the diaphragm or below the diaphragm, and we have some samples where we mounted it above just so it's easier to see here. I'm going to show off our subwoofer. I don't know if you can see that here. We've got a 10-inch subwoofer with a sensor mounted above the diaphragm, and what's happening is as that moves, it's compressing that sensor, and that's changing the voltage to our DSP over here, and then we can show waveforms over here comparing the before and after of the sensor.
Okay, so that's great, but what does it do for me?
Okay, so with being able to track the sensor's movement, or the diaphragm's movement in real time, allows you to clean up all the distortion that the speaker makes and make sure that it's actually compliant to the audio signal. So a lot of speakers, we don't realize it, add roughly about 10% distortion of the music that we're listening to. And with our technology, we can get that down to 1% distortion or less coming from the speaker.
So are you actually making a physical adjustment to the speaker, or are you adjusting the signal in the music coming in?
Actually, we're adjusting the signal that's coming in. So we kind of create what's called a feedback loop, where your source is your input, and then here's your amplifier and your speaker. Our sensor, which we call Clarity, is then fed back into a DSP, and that DSP is creating a corrected signal that goes to the audio amplifier so that you get perfect sound out here of the speaker.
So you're not modifying the, let's say, the bass drum or the bass guitar.
No, we're actually making it sound just the way it's recorded and how the audio engineer who did their mix intended it to sound.
Got it. Okay. So this is a technology that most of us will never see. Is that a correct statement, or is it something I can implement now, take home and integrate it into my home system?
Well, it's not meant to be like an aftermarket solution that you would add to your existing system. We're working with manufacturers to get this built into the sensor or the speaker, so that you'll buy products with this already integrated. Because it takes a little bit of careful work to get it put into the speaker precisely, and then the DSP code to actually do the proper feedback. But the nice thing about the system is it self-calibrates itself, so variation in production is minimized, and you can get a good performance unit to unit without any kind of calibration at production time.
So this is more an OEM kind of thing.
Yes, an OEM, yep.
What kind of pricing would there be for someone to, say I'm a speaker manufacturer, implement this in my system?
Well, it kind of depends on the volume, obviously, the number of units, and then the type of DSP that we selected based on what they're doing. So we're just kind of safely saying it's sub $10. That includes the sensor plus the DSP. But we believe for like cell phone type applications and those high volumes that we can be much less than that.
And I can especially see it in a cell phone or something where you're already dealing with...
Where is sound bad? It's in the cell phone.
Anything that will improve it will definitely help.
Exactly.
The website where folks can go to learn more.
www.subvo.com. That's subvo.com.
Joe, thanks so much for the time.
Thank you.
Thank you. Folks, more from CES in Las Vegas. Thanks for watching. Visit MacVoices.com for show notes and to connect with Chuck on social media. Get involved in our Facebook group or like our Facebook page, and get more out of your Apple tech with Mac Voices magazine, free on Flipboard and on the web. And if you find value in it all, consider supporting us through either our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/MacVoices, or by making a one-time donation via the PayPal link on our front page and in the show notes of each episode. You will join these fine people who help bring you Mac Voices. Advertising handled by Backbeat Media at backbeatmedia.com. Bandwidth provided by CacheFly at cachefly.com.